8 days in, with barely a thing to eat, and delayed by Andy's departure,
Little fish.
the men resume their daily search for food.
I don't know why people choose to do this in their free time.
Fish?
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of it. Father-in-law lives it. Absolutely lives it. He's a
Good night, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm not being rude, I promise.
Get some rest, mate.
51-year-old Andy hasn't slept well since arriving on the island.
I'm absolutely exhausted.
Concerned he'll leave if he doesn't get some quality rest, the group are hoping his new bed is the answer.
Andy's got the skill set that we absolutely desperately need on the island, you know. He's a builder by trade, so he could shortcut so many of our processes. So, you know, I want him to stay. He didn't, you know, I'm sure he didn't come on the island to fail.
So if you have a decent night's kit, then you're not going to leave us. That was the deal, wasn't it?
If I have a decent night's kit.
All right, then.
5 a.m. All of the men are sound asleep, except for one.
I'm feeling dreadful. I've got an ear infection, I'm shaking. I know I'm shutting down, you know what I mean? So, I'm not happy. Not happy got anywhere.
Andy woke up this morning. First thing he said to me, he said, oh, I'm off. For crying out loud. Paul and Joe have just gone. In fact, Paul's just gone because of you, Andy. If you thought you were going to go, why didn't you?
I just found out that we're losing Andy in our final builder. It's almost panic stations.
Are you suggesting we're not leaving? Are you
Right, I'm walking away.
I'll log you tied to a tree before you go.
Andy's threatening to leave is all very well, but I lose patience. Part of me just wishes if he's going to go, he should just off, really.
I'd like to say I want the boat here now. Over and out. Bye.
Just a day after deciding he would stay, Andy uses the emergency satellite phone to request an evacuation.
Andy Pandy is leaving today. Something that I kind of predicted, really. I think Paul was just an excuse. So really, it was a shame that Paul had to go because Andy was always going to go in the end.
Take care. I can't give myself or you guys anymore, I'm sorry.
What can you do, you know? We're down to 11 people after not even a week. It's just embarrassing.
When people leave a survival group, the remaining members can often feel this sense of desertion, betrayal, maybe even a little bit of jealousy. I mean, who wouldn't want to leave what for many of them really is a living hell? But ultimately, losing a negative influence will be a good thing for the long term of the group.
Feeling pretty tired today. What you could do is some food.
8 days in, with barely a thing to eat, and delayed by Andy's departure,
little fish.
the men resume their daily search for food.
I don't know why people choose to do this in their free time.
Fish?
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of it. Father-in-law lives it. Absolutely lives it. He's a
Every day is a winding road.
While the others hunt, 29-year-old Barney has volunteered for fire duty.
I'm happy actually just hovering back at base.
The group are worried that his near-death experience yesterday has knocked his confidence.
He literally got swept off the rocks. He's got bumps and scrapes, and if it wasn't for Barney saving Ross's life, things would have been really serious. I think it's just a reminder of what this place is like. It just feels like everything around us is genuinely trying to kill us.
He's such a nice guy, so easy to relate to. But I just felt a little bit sorry for him today, so I'm going to keep my eye on Barney.
I think he was crying though, just before you got the camera.
He is finding it really tough.
He is seriously lethargic, looks seriously homesick. He needs to get himself back on his feet.
Having already lost 3 men, cameraman Ross is worried the group could soon be in danger of losing another, and persuades Barney to join him on a fishing trip in an attempt to lift his spirits.
I thought you looked really low and that you weren't enjoying yourself and just looked like you wanted to get out of here. I was a bit worried that you might go f it and leave. You know?
I think everyone's having their low days too, right?
After any sort of frightening near-death experience, it's very normal to become withdrawn and a little bit introverted, and people tend to then do everything they can to avoid having to face that same fear. But trying to survive on a desert island, the men don't have that luxury. They need to conquer their fear, otherwise it will conquer them.
I'm finding it difficult now, actually. I feel like I've had enough of being here. And every time I think about my family, I find it more difficult. And I realise that this week is the week that I'm meant to be at Centre Parks. But I just wanted to kind of apologise